Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art. I'm back with another video. This I usually film my videos from my bedroom. I'm sitting at my desk with my tablet right here. I usually prop it up and so I can film. This one of my viewers, Big Eye. I met him through another one of my friends, Dynamite Kid 100. His video, and we're cool. And he asked about stuff that like every time I post a video, there's always these posters and stuff on the back of my wall. Just kind of curious, so I figured, okay, why not? Like most guys, we love having posters of stuff of our interest on our walls. Like when you're young, some people had pictures of like bikini bitches and some shit like that, or whatever. There's three posters that's on my wall that has a very significant importance to me. So let's talk about that for a second. Okay. Now what happened was I'm sitting on the bed now. Years ago, about two and a half years ago, I caught a staph infection, and first to start off, I had like boils on certain parts of my body, the lower half of my body, and that was harrowing. And then all of a sudden, 6 months later, the big shebang, which the actual staph infection, happened into my hip. And so, I did a video about it some time ago. Sorry, sorry. I've been feeling tired ever since this weather changing. Anyway. Okay. I'm sorry. So what happened is that I was in the hospital for a week. Okay. Okay. So what happened is that this one right here. Back it up a little bit. Says get well soon. Now this one, this my friend, one of my best friend, his daughter, did this poster for me. And it was pretty cool. I mean, because I remember laying in bed, and I had this stuff all over me and IVs and all this other stuff, and they just walked in. I was like, holy crap, what the hell, and so she drew this. She drew this really cool poster. And funny thing is, when I got home from the hospital, I put it up on the wall, and I never took it down. I never took it down. I might have positioned it different areas, but I never took it down. Now this one next, no, this one says "Get well soon." His oldest daughter wrote that for me. Made this for me. And it's pretty cool. It's not true. It's not very artistic, but it's kind of funny in a way. Um, I remember when she was just born, and I used to hang out at his house with her, and she was like a baby, go goo gaga and stuff like that. So it was kind of funny seeing her now. She's like 16 now. I'm like, sassy as all hell. His little dog's like 14, 15, sassy too. But okay, cool. Let me go over here. Now I moved this one a lot because where my window is, it blows wind and stuff like that. And his son drew this for me because he's into the Hulk. See Hulk, Abomination. So if you saw that movie, That's what he got his inspiration for. You know, fire and stuff like. He was a little bit younger back then, but it was pretty cool. I was like, man, and I always kept these up because it really touched me a lot. It really did touch me. You know, and it's like, I'm a big part of their life and they're a big part of mine, so that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, now this one right here is takes some explanation. This is one of my friends' favorite, me and one of my friends' favorite group. Now, for example, his daughters, his sons and daughters drew all this stuff. So there's a band called KMFDM, which we saw them like 4 or 5 times in concert. Very, very strange band, but it's very funny. This one is Scold versus KMFDM. It's another band that we kind of like. And I found these posters. You know what happens? You buy you pre-order the disc. And say here's a mini poster or something like that. So okay, fine, cool. I thought it was kind of cool to put it on my wall. That because otherwise it'd be kind of bare. I'm like, sometimes having bare walls kind of suck. Sometimes having bare walls kind of suck. Like that ceiling. See that ceiling? It's kind of boring. At first, I was thinking about doing like a little kid thing and put like those glow in the dark stars. Like, no, that'd be too goofy. Sooner or later, I'm gonna try to put something here. Don't know what. I used to have a poster that was really cool, but I can't find it. And plus, it's been rolled up for so many years. Trying to unravel it, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But I'll figure that out sooner or later. Now, right here, we're right where my TV is. And so what happens? I have an assortment of wrestling figures, because back in the day, I was a big fan of wrestling figures. Big fan of wrestling figures. So I decided, instead, because I had them in boxes, I said, you know what? Let's be something cool. Let's just put them on my damn wall. It gives me something to look at. Okay? So, that's better. So as you can see here, these figures right here. So I was like, okay, cool. I found these. At one of the biggest stores that kind of like almost dead now, called Kmart. I found them there. Got them for a really cool ass price. Same day I bought this Undertaker one, because Undertaker's my favorite wrestler. I love The Rock too, of course, but Undertaker's number one favorite. Of course, The Rock and gosh, what's his name? It's right there. He calls himself Farouk, or sometimes Ron Simmons. And this is his Road to WrestleMania figure right here. Because when they came to Detroit, I was looking for figures. And by that time, it's like 2003 or 4 or something. I forgot what it was, like 5 or 6. I think 7. Me and my friend was big into wrestling figures. We still are. So we were scouring them, and I went to Toys R Us. I found this. Oh God, I gotta get this up now. This is like, if you heard of the ECW, that's them, right? That's some ECW characters right there. See, humans aren't real. Got that from my brother for Christmas or birthday or something like that. That's pretty cool. Right here, don't know how well you can see it, but with the shadows, this comic book character called Spawn. And what happened? This figure came like 20 something years ago, called Manga Spawn. Found that one that was like really cool. Fun thing is, I can't find that now. Or maybe I did find it at one store, but they wanted like 30 to $40 for it. I'm like, no. This one right here is from Samurai Showdown, Hanzo Hattori. If you ever play Samurai Showdown on any of the game systems, Hanzo Hattori is my favorite character, based off the legendary Hanzo Hattori. who by history either is a ninja or a samurai or sometimes even both. So that was kind of cool. When I ordered that, like these two figures I got when I was in college in the 90s. So it's kind of funny. Of course, this is the Rock with the World Heavyweight Champion right here. Really cool. Yep. Usagi Yojimbo, one of my favorite comic book characters right here. The creator Stan Sakai. He not only signed my figure, but he also drew a character. Of course, I'm a big Doctor Who fan. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I know it's kind of disconcerting because the camera was right here. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, so when I found that one, I was like, okay, cool, and I just had to I'll put it on my wall because it's kind of boring. Can't show you this, I'll get banned from Facebook. That right there was a calendar from like 2016, kind of nasty. Some guy from a Chinese restaurant gave that to me. He's like, "Here, you want a calendar?" I'm like, "Sure, here you go." I'm like, "Oh, this is what I like. Asian lady with boobs." Yeah, that goes on the wall behind the door, so that way no one watches it. It's kind of cool. Of course, people's like, "Oh, you got that nasty calendar. Do you still got that nasty calendar?" I'm like, "Yeah, I sure do." I don't know why I haven't thrown it out yet, but too lazy. Right above my desk, I have another set of figures. So, like a lot of times, I look and kind of cool. Of course, like I said, I'm a big fan of Doctor Who, so that was good. Right here, I found this. This is a Wolverine figure, 25 anniversary silver edition figure. That thing is hard to find. If you're into metal games like Metal Gear, this and this and him. Darkstalkers from another video game. Of course, some more wrestling figures and one of my favorite TV shows, The Flash. Figure right there. So what happens is that when I sit down at my desk, that's the first thing I look at and I get inspiration sometimes. Especially looking out the window too. And of course, a lot of times you might see these big guys right here. Look, each one of these figures I've been looking for forever, for a long time, and some of them are really cool. Some of them are not so cool, but I put it on my wall. Wow, I pretty much almost gave you a tour of my room. Well, at least the walls, that is. So what happens is that, unless I can find something else to put on there, I always put stuff on it. It's like decorating. A lot of times I'll do stuff like that just for inspiration. A lot of times when I feel down, I look at you see where my thumb is pointing to. I look at that one because that little kid right there. So optimistic. He calls me Mr. Art, our art man. And every now and then he will. It's funny thing is, one time I get messages on Facebook from him. I'm like, who is this kid? And then it was, I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And then I asked his dad, I said, dude, is it okay for your son to be, texting me? He's like, yeah, it's cool. Well, if his mom says it or not, I don't know, but that's a different story. But like I said, it's one of those kind of things. Whew. But like I said, I like having stuff on my wall because one, it makes my wall a little bit more interesting. Now, here's the funny thing: is what if a girl, I did have years ago, a woman did spend the night in my bedroom, and she thought it was kind of cute. That I was kind of geeky like that. There was no hanky panky involved. There was nothing sexual involved in that one. Then another time, another girl who I did do some stuff with. She thought it was kind of cute too because she kind of likes that stuff. And plus it was kind of like, oh, you're such a geek. Tell me about this. Tell me about that. Oh, okay. And basically there's this little story about every figure I bought because it brings me something out. So there you have it. What's on my walls? At first, I was thinking about spray painting some stupid shit, and I was like, this is a little bit more aesthetic for me. That is true. I could put pictures of bikini clad women and all sorts of stuff. I could do all that, or oh goodness gracious me, man, I don't know what's going on here. Or I can do this. I mean, personally, I like it. I like it. I think it's cool. You know, it kind of shows me that the choices I made in the past with what I want to do with my money, I see. Of course, I made videos about that in the past. You can look for those maybe 30 to 40 videos of that. That's fine. But this is what's on my walls. Oh my gosh, my man's calling me, so I'll talk to you later.